Reaching the later stages of life brings a unique opportunity to reflect on what truly matters. After decades of navigating responsibilities, commitments, and relationships, it's time to shift focus toward preserving your most valuable resources: time, energy, and peace of mind. While helping others is often seen as a virtue, it's equally important to recognize when your generosity is being misused. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your kindness, especially when it comes at the cost of your well-being. As we age, setting boundaries becomes a crucial act of self-care. Certain individuals, intentionally or not, can become sources of emotional, mental, or financial strain. Their behavior can sap your energy, disrupt your peace, and make you question your choices. Establishing clear limits with these people isn't an act of selfishness. It's a necessary step in protecting the serenity you've worked so hard to achieve. This stage of life should be about nurturing joy and fostering relationships that bring genuine connection and mutual respect. In this video, we'll discuss 8 types of people to avoid helping in later years. These individuals, if left unchecked, can erode the happiness and tranquility you deserve in this phase of life. By identifying these patterns and learning to say no, you can create space for relationships that enrich your life rather than deplete it. This isn't about turning away from generosity. It's about channeling it toward those who value and reciprocate your kindness. Through these reflections, we hope to inspire you to prioritize your own happiness, protect your energy, and live your later years with clarity, purpose, and peace. 1. The manipulator. Manipulators are often difficult to identify because they present themselves as charming, considerate, or even vulnerable. Rather than making overt demands, they employ subtle tactics such as guilt, obligation, or emotional cues to achieve their goals. These individuals have a talent for weaving narratives that tug at your heartstrings, making it seem as though helping them is the only compassionate option. They may appeal to your sense of duty by referencing a past favor, family bond, or their seemingly dire situation. Their requests are carefully framed to feel urgent and personal, making it difficult for you to refuse without feeling cruel or neglectful. Manipulators excel at turning your goodwill into a tool for their advantage. They make their needs appear pressing and rely on your empathy to secure your help. Over time, however, their gratitude diminishes and their demands grow more frequent and intense. What starts as a one-time favor often evolves into an ongoing cycle of obligation. Their tactics can leave you questioning how you became so entangled in their problems, as their requests rarely come with the sense of fulfillment that genuine generosity brings. Interacting with a manipulator can be emotionally draining. Rather than feeling uplifted by your acts of kindness, you may find yourself burdened with a sense of obligation or even resentment. Manipulators often blur the lines between helping and surrendering, stripping you of your autonomy and diminishing the joy of giving. Over time, their repeated demands can erode your sense of peace and disrupt the stability you've worked hard to maintain in your later years. To protect yourself, start by critically assessing their requests. Are their needs reasonable, or do they seem exaggerated? Do they express genuine gratitude, or is it replaced by entitlement? If the relationship feels one-sided, it's time to take action. Set firm boundaries and practice saying no without guilt. Remember, refusing unreasonable requests is not selfish. It's an act of self-respect. Surround yourself with people who value your kindness and contribute positively to your life. By distancing yourself from manipulators, you reclaim your time, energy, and peace. 2. The perpetual victim. The perpetual victim is someone who constantly recounts tales of misfortune, often portraying themselves as powerless in the face of adversity. They are quick to highlight their struggles but rarely take responsibility for their circumstances. Instead of seeking solutions or change, they rely on the sympathy and support of others to sustain their narrative of helplessness. These individuals may present their problems as insurmountable, emphasizing how unfairly life has treated them. This approach often appeals to your empathy and nurturing instincts, making it difficult to resist stepping in to help. Supporting a perpetual victim can become emotionally draining. Their constant crises and refusal to take control of their own lives can pull you into an endless cycle of drama. Instead of finding joy in helping, you may feel burdened by their persistent negativity. This dynamic becomes particularly harmful in later years when your energy should be focused on nurturing meaningful connections and enjoying the peace you've earned. The perpetual victim's dependence on your emotional labor can overshadow your efforts to maintain balance and tranquility. It's important to understand that enabling a perpetual victim does not equate to helping them. By continuously offering support without requiring accountability, you reinforce their behavior and prevent them from taking responsibility for their own lives. True assistance involves empowering others to face their challenges and grow stronger through self-reliance. Without their willingness to change, your efforts risk perpetuating their dysfunction rather than fostering growth. To protect your emotional well-being, offer wisdom and support sparingly. Share advice only when asked, and avoid becoming deeply involved in their crises. It's crucial to set boundaries that prevent their problems from consuming your time and energy. Redirect your focus toward relationships where support is mutual and appreciated. By preserving your empathy for those who truly value it, you ensure that your kindness contributes to meaningful and positive connections. Letting go of the need to rescue the perpetual victim is not an act of neglect, but a step toward prioritizing your peace and fostering healthier dynamics in your relationships. 3. The chronic complainer. A chronic complainer is perpetually dissatisfied, focusing on what's wrong in their life rather than appreciating what's right. Regardless of blessings or opportunities, they gravitate toward negativity, using complaints to draw attention to themselves rather than seeking actionable solutions. Their grievances can range from minor inconveniences to larger issues, but the common thread is their unwillingness to move past dissatisfaction. Instead of being open to change or resolution, they often cling to their complaints, making interactions with them draining and repetitive. Chronic complainers can significantly impact your emotional well-being. Their constant negativity can overshadow the joy and resilience you've cultivated over the years. As you strive to focus on gratitude and the positives in life, their perspective can pull you into a vortex of pessimism. Offering help or advice to a chronic complainer rarely brings fulfillment, because they are more invested in venting than in finding solutions. Their lack of appreciation for your efforts can leave you feeling unappreciated and emotionally depleted. It's essential to recognize that chronic complainers are often resistant to change and empowerment. Their mindset is rooted in dissatisfaction, and no amount of effort on your part can shift their outlook. To safeguard your own emotional well-being, prioritize surrounding yourself with uplifting individuals who share your focus on gratitude and positivity. These relationships will help you maintain your optimism and prevent the complainer's negativity from seeping into your life. When dealing with a chronic complainer, listen empathetically, but set boundaries to protect your energy. Resist the urge to fix their problems or attempt to change their perspective. Instead, keep interactions light and avoid getting drawn into their complaints. Limit the time and energy you dedicate to their grievances, focusing instead on nurturing connections with people who value your support and inspire positivity. By maintaining these boundaries, you preserve your own peace and ensure your compassion is directed toward relationships that uplift and fulfill you. Recognizing the limits of your influence over others is an important step in prioritizing your happiness and well-being. 4. The entitled person. The entitled person operates with a sense of self-importance, believing they are inherently owed your time, resources, and effort. They rarely view your assistance as a generous act, but rather as something they deserve. Often, their demands are cleverly disguised as needs, making it difficult to distinguish genuine help from exploitation. This sense of entitlement can stem from various factors, including upbringing, unchecked privilege, or a self-centered worldview. Regardless of the cause, their lack of gratitude and expectation of unlimited support creates an imbalanced dynamic. Helping entitled individuals comes with a high emotional price. Over time, their inability to acknowledge or appreciate your generosity can leave you feeling undervalued and resentful. Instead of feeling fulfilled, you may find yourself questioning the value of your efforts. This dynamic erodes the joy that comes from giving, replacing it with a sense of obligation and frustration. the entitled person's constant demands can make you feel invisible, as though your contributions are insignificant or expected rather than cherished. It's crucial to recognize that entitlement is a reflection of their mindset, not your worth. Their inability to appreciate your support does not diminish the kindness behind your actions. Establishing boundaries with entitled individuals is essential for protecting your peace and well-being. By clearly defining what you're willing to offer, you maintain control over your time and energy while ensuring your generosity isn't exploited. When dealing with an entitled person, evaluate the cost of supporting them, both emotionally and physically. If their demands are leaving you drained or unappreciated, it's time to reassess the relationship. Prioritize relationships where kindness is reciprocal and support is given freely, without expectations. Learn to say no when necessary and communicate your boundaries clearly but compassionately. For example, you might say, "I'm unable to help with this right now," or "I need to prioritize my own responsibilities." By taking these steps, you preserve your energy for people who value and respect your efforts. Protecting yourself from entitled individuals ensures that your kindness is directed toward meaningful connections, fostering mutual respect and genuine appreciation. 5. The drama seeker. Drama seekers thrive on chaos, conflict, and exaggeration, often turning minor issues into major crises. They have an uncanny ability to make every situation about themselves, using emotional intensity to draw others into their whirlwind. Whether through exaggerated stories, constant complaints, or unnecessary conflicts, their primary goal is attention and emotional involvement. For those in their later years, peace and tranquility become invaluable. However, drama seekers can disrupt this with their perpetual crises and emotional upheaval. Interacting with them often leads to frustration, exhaustion, and unnecessary stress. Instead of offering genuine support or connection, they drain your emotional energy, leaving you feeling depleted and on edge. The key to managing drama seekers is recognizing their behavior for what it is: a bid for attention rather than a genuine need for support. Refuse to be entangled in their chaos by setting clear emotional boundaries. Politely disengage from their exaggerated stories and redirect conversations to neutral or positive topics. It's essential to avoid reacting emotionally to their antics. Maintain a calm and composed demeanor, which limits their ability to draw you into their drama. Remind yourself that their issues are not your responsibility to solve. While it's natural to feel empathy, it's important to ensure that your kindness doesn't entangle you in unnecessary conflict. Offer understanding without becoming part of their ongoing drama. Focus on cultivating relationships that bring calm, positivity, and mutual respect to your life. By minimizing interactions with drama seekers, you protect your peace and preserve your energy for meaningful and fulfilling connections. 6. The gossipers thrive on spreading rumors, exaggerations, and half-truths about others. Their conversations often revolve around negativity, judgment, and the personal lives of those not present. While they may disguise their gossip as concern or curiosity, their primary goal is to draw others into a cycle of speculation and drama. Engaging with gossipers can have serious consequences, undermining trust and damaging relationships. When you participate in these conversations, you risk creating unnecessary tension and conflict, as well as compromising your integrity. Gossip can lead to emotional strain, making you feel uneasy about your own role in perpetuating negativity. To safeguard your relationships and emotional well-being, it's important to steer clear of gossip. Redirect conversations to positive or neutral topics when gossip arises. Show disinterest in negative discussions and avoid offering opinions or judgments that could fuel the gossip. Surround yourself with people who value trust and respect, fostering meaningful connections that are free from negativity. By refusing to engage in gossip, you demonstrate integrity and encourage others to focus on more constructive and uplifting interactions. When confronted with a gossiper, politely excuse yourself from the conversation if it becomes centered on negativity. Use phrases like, "I'd rather not discuss that," or redirect the topic to something more productive. Focus on building relationships based on trust, respect, and positivity. Avoid spending time with those who consistently engage in gossip as their behavior can erode the sense of peace and fulfillment you've worked hard to cultivate in your later years. Protecting your energy and fostering supportive connections is essential for maintaining your happiness and well-being. 7. The jealous person. Jealous individuals often display resentment toward your achievements or happiness. Instead of celebrating your success, they undermine it with subtle remarks, passive-aggressive comments, or overt criticism. They feel threatened by your joy, creating tension in the relationship. Interacting with a jealous person can create an unhealthy dynamic that diminishes your confidence and happiness. Their behavior may lead to discomfort, mistrust, or even self-doubt as they attempt to downplay your accomplishments or shift the focus away from your successes. Over time, this toxicity can erode the positive energy and fulfillment you've worked hard to cultivate. To protect yourself, it's important to distance yourself from individuals who harbor jealousy toward your achievements. Maintain boundaries and recognize the impact their behavior has on your emotional well-being. Instead, nurture relationships with people who genuinely celebrate your successes and find joy in your happiness. When jealousy-driven comments arise, choose not to engage. Respond calmly or redirect the conversation to a more neutral topic. Avoid feeding into their insecurities by downplaying your own accomplishments. Remember that their jealousy stems from their own insecurities, not a reflection of your worth. Your achievements and happiness are valid and deserve to be celebrated. Limit interactions with jealous individuals and focus on building a circle of supportive and uplifting connections. Protecting your joy and confidence is essential for maintaining your well-being in this phase of life. By prioritizing relationships rooted in mutual respect and positivity, you create a more fulfilling and harmonious environment for yourself. Conclusion. As we age, our time and energy become invaluable. These are resources that should be protected and invested wisely. While helping others remains a virtuous act, it's crucial to recognize when generosity is being exploited. Your well-being should never be sacrificed for relationships that drain your emotional or mental reserves. Life's later years provide an opportunity to refine your relationships, focusing on those that are built on mutual respect, appreciation, and support. Prioritize connections that bring joy, foster wisdom, and cultivate tranquility. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift you and celebrate your happiness, ensuring that your golden years are enriched by meaningful companionship. Setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness, but a declaration of self-care. By avoiding relationships that drain you, whether through manipulation, negativity, or jealousy, you create space for joy, fulfillment, and peace. Protecting your energy allows you to fully embrace the wisdom and serenity you've earned over the years. As you move forward, cherish the relationships that add value to your life and release those that do not. This is your time to live authentically and unapologetically, free from unnecessary stress or obligations. Enjoy your golden years with the confidence and peace of mind that come from surrounding yourself with genuine, supportive people. Celebrate this chapter as a time to nurture your happiness and appreciate the beauty of a life well lived. Thank you for being part of this journey, and may your days ahead be filled with joy, serenity, and love.